Avoiding side hustles is what made me a millionaire. That sentence will probably annoy loads of people, especially all the people that put out those crappy YouTube videos about you gotta have 25 streams of income to make any money. So what's up? If you're new around here, then hi, I'm Sam. I run a portfolio of companies that now do over £3 million in revenue a year. I've built up a big investment portfolio myself as well. Got some rental property, all kinds of different stuff. I absolutely love talking anything money, mindset, health, fitness, all that good stuff. So if you like it, hit the subscribe button and let's dive into the video. This should be a really short video because my beliefs around this are firm and they come solely from my experience. So my early and mid 20s, I was kind of figuring out what I was doing. I was doing some web development, some music, some recording studios, some live sound at festivals, all sorts of stuff. And then an opportunity came up where my dad's business, he had a kitchen appliance shop, was starting to fail a little bit. People were not really going out to the shops as much and buying that stuff. So I helped build a website, build an e-com store, did all the back end work. I was really into coding at the time, and we took it online. And that business went from £100,000 a year to 200 to 500 to 700, and we were growing it year on year. And it was a great business. It was cool. Obviously, kitchen appliances, not necessarily my main passion, but business was and making money was. So I enjoyed the journey nonetheless. Now, while doing that, when that business began to become a little bit more automated and a little bit more self-sufficient, I started messing around with a few different ideas. I mean, I had side hustles from Amazon FBA to drop shipping to a marketing agency, a video production company, a music production company. I was doing and trying just about everything I could think of. And don't get me wrong, I saw success in a lot of those areas. In fact, we ended up developing a gas stove to go in like a kitchen countertop that no one had ever really done before. It was a different size, it had like a different faceplate but fit into the same recess, and it was a problem we recognized in the market. We had them made in China, we brought them over, and we sold out the first container in literally a month, over 450. So there was some success in these areas, right? But because I was constantly getting distracted by new ideas, I never stayed focused. And then one day, I ended up leaving the family business. Me and Megan pursued the video production company, started filming weddings and all that kind of stuff. And it was great. That was a side hustle that eventually became our main hustle for a little while. But being that entrepreneurial person, and if you're watching this, I bet you'll know exactly how I felt at the time. You see another shiny object, another idea, and you start to move a little bit of your attention off to a different area. And it always happens the same. You refocus over to here, and guess what gets left in the dust? The thing over here. Because you probably haven't got to a stage where you've got employees and the business is self-sufficient. So if you take your eye off the ball here, this business starts to shrink and this one grows. And what tends to happen is you have this main thing, then you have a side thing, and they just go like this, and they just end up in the middle somewhere. And then you move along and you get that, and that becomes the main thing, and then they do that again, and you never actually make any more money. You're just moving from idea to idea. But I'm glad I did it. And the reason is because eventually I landed on an idea that had scale. So the kitchen appliance thing, the way we did it, it didn't really have scale because we were doing damaged goods, like stuff that had little marks and scratches and was cheaper. So it didn't have grand scale because we couldn't endlessly get that product because you couldn't guarantee how many damages there were going to be available to buy that month. Then the video production side of stuff, you can scale it, but there's only so many hours in the day. There's only so many days in a week and weeks in a year. And how many projects can you really film and edit? How many weddings are there? How many commercial projects are there? And it relied on us as a creative arm to be filming and editing. So it's not scalable. Then I started a business with a friend of mine called Guitar Gear Giveaway. And this brought together every single thing I had learned over these years. It had taken my love for design and web development in building out the website, my love for music and guitars, then also just the business and the numbers and the online e-com stuff of selling tickets for a chance to win a guitar online. So I realized I'd had this e-com, I understood the marketing, I had the skills for video, I had the skills for photographs, and both of us starting a business had the skills to play guitar and do all that. So it took together all of my skills and passions and rolled them into one, and it was scalable. We could do this. We could do more guitars, as many as we liked. And as soon as I landed on that idea, it was a side hustle for about a year while I was still doing this video thing. And I started to see it grow and grow and grow. And then out of nowhere, it just started to get a real uptick, like £10,000 one month, 20 the next, 40 the next, 60 the next. And before you know it, we were doing hundreds of thousands a month, and it was just bananas. And I realized at that moment, I was like, right, you've been getting distracted by everything for years. This is it. This is the culmination of everything you love and all of your skills. Everything else has to go. So we shut down the video. I shut everything down. I walked away from everything and just went absolutely all in on this opportunity. And it changed all of our lives, really. I mean, it's been an amazing success, and it's been a fantastic business to run, and it's still amazing to this day. But I'm telling you now, there was lots of times along the way where I could have easily got distracted by a side hustle, and I very nearly did. At one point, I actually built another competition site doing cameras, but as soon as that started to grow, guess what? My attention was coming away from that, and I spotted it early and move that on to somebody who could give it the attention it deserved. So the real takeaway here is it's absolutely fine to experiment as long as you realize that you're in a time of experimentation. When you're young and you have freedom and flexibility, or even if you're older and you've got responsibility, but maybe you have some money behind you and some savings so you can take a few risks here and there, I think you can totally dive into testing side hustles and trying stuff, but you have to be self-aware enough to realize when you've got a good thing, don't mess it up. Because if you have a job that you love, you've got an amazing career and it pays you well, but you want to start a side hustle because you think it's going to make you an extra few quid, I'm telling you now, you will put some time into that side hustle and it might get to here, and then you might miss a promotion at work that you didn't get because you just haven't been on the ball. And you actually will not make any progress. You'll just stay stagnant. It is the equivalent on a diet of eating clean all week and then drinking and eating whatever you want on the weekend. You know, you're having a bit of both, and you're never actually moving forward. So anyway, that's my take on it. Short video, just off the cuff, but I wanted to share what my experience had been around side hustles. There's positives and negatives. You've got to experiment, you've got to try, but you have to be self-aware enough to realize when you've got a good thing that if you put your time and attention into it, you can do more. Alex Hormozy talks about this a lot, actually. Whenever somebody asks him a question like, oh, we're doing this much revenue and this is what we're doing, and he's just like, yeah, so just do more. Just do more of what works. And I think that is so true. People can be a little bit work shy sometimes or get a little bit distracted, and actually you just need to do more. Probably like me doing these YouTube videos, I should just do more. If this has been cool, guys, do drop a subscribe, hit me with a comment below. I'd love to hear where you are. Where are you in the world right now? Are you starting a side hustle? Are you experimenting? Have you got a great business already, but you're getting distracted by something else? Feel free to drop me a message. I love chatting this stuff. I'll see you legends in the next one.